This VAR, Unconquered Mind, Mr. Both, building, organizing, educating. As you can see, at some point in life, you gotta restrain from, doing certain things that you might love to do or do in order to make that sacrifice to get to where you want to be. And it's just minor. So I had to learn. Shit, I got 3 boys. I had to learn how to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I done messed up a few times, but ain't nothing a hat couldn't fix. But I had to learn. You know? So now, I got this thing while I want it. But on another note, don't be alarmed by the so-called coronavirus. What they promoting to put you in a frenzy. All this shit is always something. Coronavirus, Ebola virus, swine flu, bird flu, measles outbreak, smallpox, chicken pox. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. It's over about 5,000. But what we must know is germ warfare, biological warfare. We must know this, which other nations be into silent weapons, quiet wars, meaning they orchestrate, create, weaponize diseases and send it over there. You know what I'm saying? Send it over here and let us go in a frenzy because they always in what we call or what they call and signed the bill. I want to say in the early 1800s. Don't quote the exact 1800. You know how y'all live, but in the early 1800s or early 20th century, or even the 19th century, whatever. Perpetual war means ongoing war, everlasting, perpetual.
This whole issue about crime in the black community was but a setup, a rationalization for the genocidal attack against the black community. I warned you on black violence that if you really looked at the statistics, the greatest crooks and criminals in America are American white men. That this nation is a criminal nation. It is a supreme mafia. You heard me say that earlier. You heard me say that this nation has been at the center of wars that have destroyed within the 20th century some 167 million people. And yet they have convinced you that the threat to the world is the black male and the black drug dealer. As if the threat to the life of the world is in the hands of black men. You can have 10,000 black men on these streets every night, mugging 100 people apiece, and you would never begin to equal the number of people killed and destroyed by white males. But yet they're convincing you that a black male is a criminal. And what am I saying then? In order for us to be in the condition we're in, we have to literally be turned backwards. The victims of criminality have to be made to appear to be the criminals, and the criminals made to appear to be victims. When you talk about drug addiction, you're made to think that this is a major problem in the black community, and it is, but it's much more a major problem in the white community. Definitely. But why are we made to believe that we are the bulk of the drug addicts? Why are we made to believe that we generate the bulk of violent crime? In every criminal category, you will see that white males outrank black males. Just as in every welfare category, you will see white folk far exceeding black folk in numbers. In every area where people talk about entitlements, you will find that it is the white middle class and the white upper class that gets the largest bulk of government money. But yet when you hear the term entitlement programs, you automatically think of black folk. And yet when you hear the terms of welfare, you automatically think of black folk. And yet when you hear the terms of violence and criminality, you automatically think what? Black folk. Yet whites are not unfamiliar with the actual figures. They have them. It means then, ladies and gentlemen, when a people ignores a set of facts, when they insist in the face of the facts, in believing in opposition to the facts, then the issue is not about truth. We have some people in our community who believe that if they keep telling white folk the truth, they're going to transform the American situation. We're going to talk truth to power. You're going to talk truth to power, all right, and get crushed for talking it.
So that's always going on between the nations, which we catch the tail end down here on the bottom. That's why we teach, we quote that we was born prisoners of war. So we always under the rule and under the thumb of some other people. So what you must do is embrace your godhood so you can level up above the bullshit and you can be able to notice the bullshit when it's being implemented, when it's being exposed, when it's being pushed, when it's being programmed directly into you. And what's the quickest way to get to a person's brain? Through their eyes and through their ears. So that's why they pump you up full of bullshit movies that don't raise your frequency, none whatsoever. I don't care what kind of movie it is. They pump you full of negative music, which the hurts in the music is on a negative frequency. You know, the structure of your neighborhood is on a negative ley line. So it's always something being promoted negative to you to keep you where they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? It's a book that's been out for years. It done be revised 3-4 times. I forget the author. I got it in the other room, which I could probably walk in there. But I probably put it up with the video. It's called The Rich Get Rich and the Poor Get Prison. Why prison? Why prison? Because prison represents another form of slavery. Prison represents another form of cheap labor. Prison represents America showing that, oh, we are in power, we'll catch the people and lock them up. The prison rate, it took between 1950, I think, to 1990 to get 1 million people in prison. Almost 40, 50 years just to get the number 1 million. So between 1990 and 2000, just 10 years, you doubled that. You know what I'm saying? So if things was getting better, which we like to say, oh, it can't do nothing but get better. It's nothing written in stone that things has to get better. You have to make things better. You have to put your good foot forward. I think it was Frederick Douglass who said, I prayed and prayed on my knees. It wasn't until I got up and put my good foot forward, things started to happen. So you got to make sure you doing what you need to be doing. You got to make sure you embracing the God that's in you. And you not waiting on no God in the sky. You know, because as above, so below. As a man thinketh, so he doeth. So the body, it's an old saying, I forget where I got it from. The body don't go nowhere the mind hasn't been. So until you change your way of thinking, you won't be able to change your way of living, your way of reacting towards shit that happened, your way of responding towards shit that happened, your way of elevating into a positive level versus elevating on some negative shit. Or when somebody gives some constructive criticism about something, you want to attack that because you didn't understand, because you lack understanding. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things we have to do. And the internet, INTER, tomb, corpse, net, ketchup, such as something you catch a butterfly in. The internet, dead corpse. in the tomb, locked, dead corpse, internet. That's what happened. A lot of us trapped into this internet cycle of drama. Everything drama. And if it ain't about no drama, I can't really accept it. Or we going through a phase where integrity versus the bag. So if he ain't got the bag, fuck his integrity. Or he got integrity, he don't have the bag, still fuck him. So it's the same game. Well, we only respect the money more than we respect the charisma, the character, the value, the principle, the intelligence, the growth of the human being. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Somebody taught you that, you know. But we know what it is, you know. So I'm past directing my words of growth and development to those who don't want to know. So I only speak to the few, you know, because a lot of come, but only a selected few are chosen. So, you know, and we constantly tell us, look at the other groups of people. Look at them. Mexicans support Mexicans. Chinese support Chinese. Which is Asians support Asians. So-called Arabs support Arabs. Whites support whites. So blacks are supposed to support blacks. It's not hard. You know, it's not hard. And for those who support me and I support them, even those who don't support me but I support them, it ain't because, you support me, I'm going to only support you. No, I support those who look like me because I know that's what I'm supposed to do. You know, I don't have no if and buts about that. You know, I don't care on what nobody think of me. I used to care. That's why I used to, you know, get aggressive behind it. But I don't care about that, man. That ain't stopping me from doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing my godhood, and I hope you should want to embrace yours. So, with that being said, you already know the purpose of life is to have a life full of purpose. So give your life meaning. Be intentional. Thanks to everybody who support me. I value y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I know. I'm talking too much. I know. And a lot of my people not sick. I know what the problem is. A lot of us just thirsty. Water for life, water for health. This VAR, Mr. Boomerang Game, Unconquered Minds. Well, our motto is BO, building, organizing, educating. If you haven't supported Aroma Outlet yet, I don't know what your problem is. Beauty starts within the love of your skin. Peace. Still asleep? Wake your ass up.